I don't think there's any kind of label that says you have to come out. Come out of where?
I remember once at some event during Gay and Lesbian Mardi Gras when some dude stood up and said, come out, the rainbow flag will protect you. I was like, what the fuck? And I remember being so annoyed because you don't understand what it is to be a person of colour within the gay and lesbian community.
I think we have to move beyond a single way of framing our story.
It's not a clear choice for us because we have multiple identities. So the coming out story for us is totally irrelevant to a lot of us.
It was a concept that has been embraced by many people in the English-speaking Western world as the gold standard, that if you're not out, then you're in, and somehow you're in a deficit space. It's just so wrong in so many different ways, quite apart from the fact that there are so many different ways to live out your sexuality. You don't have to be out.
It's not about coming out because people still live with their families, say, and their families might know, but they just don't talk about it. It's that unspoken thing.
All of my family have known forever about my life and the details of my life. We just haven't talked about it in terms of an out sense. It just meant that I wasn't out in a Western way. Coming out doesn't capture people's lived experiences.
In order for people of colour to exist, you have to come to terms with your ethnic background, your racial background, your gender. You have to come to terms with your political refugee program, your migration experience. And those issues are always and totally supported by your family. So I, as a woman, an Arab Australian woman, my priorities have never been my sexuality first.
It doesn't work in just the coming out narrative. You end up with what has been a large body of white, gay, male history that ignores a whole lot of other histories.
I think the coming out story, which is our universal story, is not the only story we've got to tell.